The subway station was crowded, buzzing with the restless energy of the city that never seemed to sleep, yet amid the chaos, there was an unusual silence in one corner of the platform where a young girl stood, clutching a worn-out backpack tightly to her chest as if it were her shield, her wide eyes scanning the space nervously, betraying the fact that she was new here, a stranger in a world that moved too fast, too ruthlessly, and without pause, the kind of world that chews up innocence and spits it out without mercy. And as the train screeched to a halt, the metallic groan echoing through the tunnels, she hesitated for a moment before stepping inside, unaware that what awaited her was not just another ordinary subway ride, but a test of strength, identity, and destiny, a night that would carve itself into the memory of every passenger on board. The girl moved quietly to the corner seat, head bowed, hair slightly falling over her face, trying to make herself invisible. But the universe often has a cruel way of drawing attention to those who wish to disappear, and it didn't take long before three men, loud, arrogant, and reeking of trouble, noticed her, their laughter cutting through the compartment like broken glass, their eyes narrowing with the kind of mischief that feeds on vulnerability, and they made their way toward her, pushing aside anyone in their path, as if the entire subway belonged to them. "Hey, new girl, you lost," one of them sneered, leaning closer than necessary, his voice dripping with mockery, while the other two chuckled, circling her like predators, their presence heavy, suffocating, making the other passengers shift uncomfortably, but avert their eyes, unwilling to invite trouble upon themselves, because fear in such situations doesn't discriminate, it grips everyone, silences the lips, and freezes the body. Yet the girl remained unnervingly calm, her silence not born of fear, but of something far deeper, something the men were too blind to see. The tallest of the three reached out and tugged at her backpack, laughing when she refused to let go, and in that moment, a ripple of unease passed through the carriage, because there was something strange in the way her eyes finally lifted, locking onto his with an intensity that made even him falter for a second, though he quickly brushed it off, mistaking it for defiance, unaware that what he had just provoked was a storm he was not ready to face. "What's in the bag? Your whole life," the second one taunted, but the girl's lips curved ever so slightly, a whisper of a smile that sent a chill down the spine of the old man sitting nearby, who had been watching carefully, recognizing in her demeanor something he had once seen in people not ordinary, people who carried a different kind of training, discipline, and past. Suddenly, without warning, the first man grabbed her wrist, expecting resistance, maybe tears, but what he didn't expect was the fluid precision with which she twisted her arm, locked his elbow, and pushed him back into the metal pole so hard the clang resounded through the compartment, stunning everyone into silence. The arrogance on his face replaced instantly by shock and pain, while his friends froze, processing what had just happened in the blink of an eye. The girl stood slowly, her backpack still slung securely over her shoulder, and as the train rocked along the tracks, her presence seemed to expand, commanding the space in a way that felt almost unreal, her voice calm yet cutting through the heavy silence as she finally spoke. "You picked the wrong person." Gasps erupted among the passengers, whispers flooding the air, while the other two men, now angered, rushed toward her simultaneously. But what followed was nothing short of breathtaking. A display of controlled power, discipline, and speed, as she sidestepped one, tripped the other, and used the momentum of the moving train to slam them both to the ground with movements that were too precise to be accidental, too sharp to be untrained, leaving everyone in awe, their eyes wide as they realized this girl wasn't who they thought she was. She wasn't helpless. She wasn't ordinary. She was something else entirely, and though no one yet knew her story, one thing was certain: she had just shattered the illusion of weakness they had built around her. The train screeched into the next station, doors sliding open, and the three men scrambled out, humiliated, limping, their pride in tatters, while the girl remained still, adjusting her backpack casually as though nothing had happened, her eyes scanning the crowd with an unreadable expression, leaving everyone wondering who she really was. And as the train pulled away again, the old man finally whispered, almost to himself but loud enough for those nearby to hear, "That wasn't a girl, that was a soldier." And with that, the mystery only deepened, setting the stage for what was to come next. And as we leave Chapter 1 on this cliffhanger, dear viewers, if this story has you hooked, imagine what awaits in Chapter 2, where secrets will unravel, and the truth about the mysterious girl will come to light, so make sure you don't miss it. Subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with others who love powerful and inspiring stories, because your support keeps us bringing you more such unforgettable tales.